The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and over 25 podcast platforms, including Apple, Amazon, and Audible. Let's take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful lady from almost heaven, West Virginia. She's been singing her country and everything for quite a long time, and she's also got a couple of new songs out, and she also has one that's coming up on Spotify, and you can hear on YouTube and other major platforms as well, too. And she has been named the Modern Country Rising Star, as well as Female Rising Country Star of the Year. And she's also worked with various charities, including some autism, and she just has a great future. And they say, been there, done that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in Nashville, where she is traveling from West Virginia over to Music City, ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Dawn Rix. Dawn, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
All the above. How are you? I appreciate you having me on.
Well, it's great to have you on as well, too. And basically, you coming from West Virginia, you've been named the Female Rising and Modern Country Rising Star of the Year, and you're working on a new album, and plus it's also been nominated for Album of the Year. You also have a couple of songs we'll be playing in just a moment as well, including your big hit. Also, you worked with various charities, including some autism, and I guess you've been doing it for quite a long time. And before we get into all that, tell us how you first got started.
What did you just say? How did it all get started?
I said, tell us how you first got started.
Oh, how I got first started. Oh, my goodness. Well, at a young age, I used to spin around with a plastic guitar and a couple broken strings. I'd put on my dad's long black leather jacket and spin around and say, hello, everyone, I'm Johnny Cash. Just music has been everything to me since a little girl. I grew up watching, the Barbara Mandrell show, and a lot of the older country legends are what I grew up to. It inspired me. I loved music, and I would sing. When I was younger, I said I wanted to go to Nashville one day, and I wanted to be some big country music star. And then even through high school, that was one of my goals, is I was going to run off and be some big country music star. And here I am now, several years later. I won't tell you my age, but I'm a mom and a grandmother, and I'm still pursuing that dream. I'm a firm believer that if you believe it and see it, that you can achieve it. And I'm just persistent, and I'm still here, and I'm not giving up yet.
Well, that's a good thing too. We're glad to have you on as well. And what was that one moment that precisely influenced you into what you're doing today?
Ooh. I think it was, I was infatuated with the Grand Ole Opry.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my biggest goals in life, my biggest dream, was to perform at the Grand Ole Opry. And just a couple years ago, I was fortunate to make that dream come true. I was able to sing at the Dr. Ralph Stanley tribute show that MC1 Nashville put on. And what amazing. I mean, the next morning I asked my sister, I was like, am I alive? Because I swear I didn't expect this to happen. But yeah, I think it was watching the Grand Ole, well, not watching, listening to the Grand Ole Opry at that time. I just knew I wanted to stand on that circle one day.
Mm-hmm. And who are your favorite singers, artists, and musicians growing up?
Ooh, Reba McEntire, by all means. But I loved a broad spectrum of music. I loved Prince. Oh my gosh. I already said Barbara Mandrell. I loved Johnny Cash. I loved Patsy Cline. All the way over to singing Donna Summer songs. I mean, every style, every genre of music, I love to sing. Although country is what pulls at my heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds amazing too. You just go with the classics as well. And how would you describe your country sound, like in terms of genre and everything? How would you describe your sound?
Well, I don't usually describe my sound, but from the feedback from everyone else, I am compared to Barbara Mandrell all the time. And I mean, whether I was in the studio and one of her musicians was actually playing on a demo I was doing years ago. And in the middle of recording, he said, hold up. He said, I cannot tell you sound identical to Barbara Mandrell. And I've had a lot of people say that, which I take that as a total compliment. I will accept that at any point. A more updated version, I've been told that I sound a lot like Jennifer Nettles, which is another huge compliment. Probably those two would probably be the best thing. And I guess it just depends on what I'm singing. If I'm singing, it just depends on what genre I'm singing.
Mm-hmm. And we'll also talk about your latest album as well, too, which has been nominated for Album of the Year. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and over 25 podcast platforms, including Apple, Amazon, and Audible. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with soon-to-be West Virginia legend Dawn Rix on the Mike Wagner Show, talking to us live from Music City Row in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. She's been getting a lot of attention out there on Music Row, and we talked about some of her background, and she's also got a new album that's been nominated for Album of the Year. It is Don't Let the Makeup Fool You, and we'll be playing one of her tracks as well, too. And let's talk about that song, the title track, Don't Let the Makeup Fool You, and One Love Fits All. So tell us about that, and if you have other songs, let's hear about it.
All right. Well, Don't Let the Makeup Fool You. I recorded last year, and like you said, it was up for Album of the Year, and I was up for Rising Star from the Josie Music Awards. The One Love Fits All is my latest single, and I'm just amazed at the feedback we're getting from that. We had I was fortunate enough to have the lovely Justine Blazer as my producer on that song. We even had Jake Summers, who is Luke Holmes' drummer, play on it. The writers out of Nashville, Riley Barker, Sandy Ramos, and Michelle Lee. It's an MC1 publishing song. They pitched it to me for a Unity project they were doing, and I actually fell in love with it and thought that it's a great message, something that's universal and timeless, and something that we all need to hear right now. It was relatable, and then I went one step further with the song and attached it or linked it to Autism Speaks, which is very dear to my heart. So I'm hoping that your listeners will check it out on Spotify and all the media outlets. And the lyric video just came out 2 days ago, and you may see some familiar faces in that. Mm-hmm. And I'm super excited about that. The album, the Don't Let the Makeup Fool You album, actually has six or seven songs, I believe. But Don't Let the Makeup Fool You is one of my favorites, but the One Love Fits All, I think, has topped it.
And what inspired you to write the song "Don't Let the Makeup Fool You"? What inspired it?
Well, I didn't write it. You would think that I was in the same room with the writers, because they took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, literally, I wear a lot of hats and do a lot of different things, and it's funny, when I'm out meeting people, they would never believe that I'd been in the military, or that I've covered some of the ground that I've covered over the years. And yeah, I mean, I can change a flat tire, and I can start a campfire, just like the words of the song say. I did not write the song, but you would never know it, because it sounds like I was sitting right in the room with them, just still, and everything they said was exactly true, and it describes me to a T.
And of course, don't purchase the makeup as of yet. I guess that's the bottom line to it. So if you're out to get some makeup, you may want to hold off. And we're going to be playing the song "One Love Fits All" that's been getting a lot of attention. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and also on Amazon, Audible, and Apple as well, too. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with singer, songwriter, and multi-talented Dawn Rix from beautiful West Virginia here on the Mike Wagner Show, talking to us from Music City in Nashville, Tennessee. And right now, here's one of her big hits that's been really getting a lot of attention on Spotify and all. Here's "One Love Fits All" from Dawn Rix right here on the Mike Wagner Show.
What if bullies didn't prey on the small and the weak? Bullets weren't a way for the evil to speak, and nobody ever had a need other's fate. Wonder how many lives we could have saved if we did. What if grace was the future and greed was the past? Hope was a given and hurt didn't last. We never used words we wish we could take back again. What if stars didn't matter and looks didn't mean everything? Maybe hearts wouldn't have to shatter if hate didn't put down dreams. How bad does it have to get? How many have to fall before we make this world where one love fits all? What if stars didn't matter and looks didn't mean everything? Maybe hearts wouldn't have to shatter if hate didn't put down dreams. How bad does it have to get? How many have to fall before we make this world where? When we make this world where? Can we make this world where one love fits all? One love fits
One Love Fits All from Dawn Rix, Little Miss Dynamite here on the Mike Wagner Show. And tell us more about that song. What inspired you to write it?
Oh well, I didn't get to write it, but my friends did from MC1, Corey Lee Barker and Sandy Ramos and Michelle Lee, and I believe that it was just a combination of what they were all thinking that the world needed to hear, and it's one of those things. I feel like I was in the room with them, pulling at my heartstrings and trying to get a grip on or a grasp on how the world's thinking and how we really could change things. And One Love really does fit all. We're a lot more of the same than we are different.
Mm-hmm. And you also have that tied into autism as well, which is called You're President of Autism, The Missing Piece. And tell us more about that charity as well, too, along with some other charities you're involved with.
Okay. Well, the autism, I am the West Virginia ambassador advocate for Autism Speaks. And how I got involved with that was my son was diagnosed when he was 2 with autism. And so for the last 19, 20 years, autism that's where I am. I live in an autism world most of the time. So with that being said, I decided that this song would be a great opportunity to give some attention to the Autism Speaks organization, as well as raising autism awareness. And we invited some of the ambassadors and some of their children to participate in the lyric video that you can find on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I'm involved in a lot of other charities as well. I do a lot of stuff for the American Cancer Society. I used to be a Big Brother, Big Sister years ago, but Autism Speaks, and that awareness organization is the one that is closest to my heart right now.
That is amazing. And where can people, check out Autism Missing Piece, and how can people help?
Well, I tell you what, how they can help is go to Spotify and listen to the song and then apply those words to their life. That's mainly how they can help. You can purchase a CD of just the one song, One Love Fits All, and 50% of those proceeds will be donated back to Autism Speaks. And you can go to Spotify and download it, or just, go to the YouTube channel and just watch the video. But mainly, I'm not out looking for the monetary part. I'm just looking out for the character part. And I believe if people listen to the song and apply that to their daily life and take a second to realize that, sometimes we seem to take for granted what God's given us, and we need to kind of take a step back and start to be appreciative and more thankful and much kinder to the people that are around us.
Mm-hmm. And that's very true as well, too. Once again, singer, songwriter, multi-talented Dawn Rix here on the Mike Wagner Show from West Virginia. And we just have a few more minutes with you, Dawn, and very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. And just a few more here. We'd love to have you back on in 2021 and beyond. What can we expect from you next year and afterwards?
Well, I have a lot of goals planned. I have a Christmas song. I've been doing a lot of writing, and I'm excited because the Christmas song that's about to come out is one that I actually wrote. And we have, if you're in Nashville the first week of November, you may just happen to look up at the billboard on 16th, and we're 16th and Broadway split, and you might just see me there. I'm just trying to write a lot. I'm hoping to complete a new album by the spring. And that's it. I just want to, my biggest goal was just to be able to be blessed enough to continue to do what I'm doing. And that's living out the dream of a singer, songwriter, aspiring, country music star. And just to keep going. I'm open to whatever comes my way, and I'm just hoping to impact people through the songs that I sing.
And you're doing an amazing job as well, too. And of course, just a couple more things with Dawn Rix here on the Mike Wagner Show. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
The biggest influence in my career, I want to say my father, and I say that because from my whole entire life, he was my sound person. He was my manager. He is my biggest fan. And without him right now, or throughout the years, for him to help caretake for my family while I'm out doing these things, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I think at a young age, he told me that there's nothing that I can't do. And one of my mottos is why not? Some people ask why, and I just say why not. And I've carried that through my life. But he has been the biggest influence throughout all of this. I mean, as far as song selection, where I'm performing, what songs make the cut for the albums. Those type of things. And he doesn't hold back either. He may be biased in a lot of ways, but he never hesitates. He can also be a big critic as well. But that's great. That's great because he has my best interest in mind all the time, 100% of the time.
And a very good job of doing it too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
The best advice that I could give for anyone would be just never to give up. And again, live by that motto. When some people ask why, just say why not, and just go after your dreams and be persistent. Be you. That's the main thing. Be you.
That's right, and that's very good advice. Once again, singer-songwriter, multi-talented Dawn Rix from West Virginia, speaking to us from Music City Road, Nashville, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Dawn, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Wish you all the best in Nashville. Keep us up to date. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Well, thank you so much for having me, definitely. You can go to my website, which is www.dawnrix.com. I'm on all the social media outlets on Facebook, Instagram, and please friend request me. I would love to be able to chat with you and meet you, actually. As far as my music, you can find it on Reverb Nation, but right now I'm going to direct you to Spotify. And that's where the Don't Let the Makeup Fool You is. That's where One Love Fits All. It's also on iHeartRadio, and a friend of mine told me that Alexa played it the other day, so that was even more encouraging.
Oh my gosh! You told Alexa to play it? Alexa, play my song.
They did. No, a friend of mine did. He sent me a message. He said, my wife and I just sat down for dinner, and we said, Alexa, play Dawn Rix. And One Love Fits All started playing on the Alexa, and I just couldn't believe. I thought he was kidding me. He was being honest. So check it out. Ask Alexa what she thinks, and then on YouTube you can check out the music lyric video. And then just keep your eyes out. If you go to Spotify and become one of my listeners or followers, then you'll be the first to know when my Christmas song is released, and you'll get the inside scoop before anyone else does.
That sounds very good. And Alexa, play Dawn Rix and on the Mike Wagner Show. Dawn, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond, and keep in touch. We'd love to have you back. You've been great.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.